And we're back to hour number 2 of the panel podcast. Guys, hour number 1 was fun, man. Hour number 1 was fun.
It was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. Hopefully we answered John and Orlando's questions. We answered a lot of questions as well. So let's get into it. Hour number 2, guys. Next question is, while in a relationship, so Hector and Ryan, you guys could lead off and then everybody else could follow after that. When in a relationship, when is it a good time, or when is it a good time, period, to meet your partner's family/friends? So when you're in a relationship, the dating phase is over. It's a relationship. When is it a good time to meet friends/family?
I would say when you know that you're taking it serious and she's taking you serious.
But what's the time period? Like, is it months, weeks, years? Like, what's the time period?
Time period? I don't know if I would put exact time. Maybe 3-4 months, something like that.
And is that because, like, a personal choice, or is that just because I know some people that think like it depends on like a feel, like they're not gonna put like a time on it. It's like, you know what, I'm ready for you to meet my dad and my mom and my brother and my sister, yada yada yada. Like, they know of you, but they haven't met you yet. So
exactly, I would say it has to be like it is a feel, like, you know, things, you know, when there's like an organic, like, you know, progression of your relationship, and, you know, she's already familiar with some of your friends, and, you know, you feel like you're starting to really get to know her. I think that's the time when you gotta, you know, bring her home to mom or dad.
I would say, if you also give you something linear, like, I would say the first family occasion after you guys make it official. So if you guys make it official, let's say January 15th, the next like holiday would be Memorial Weekend.
I like that.
That kind of thing. Like,
That
the
makes
first,
sense.
once you guys decide, okay, we're doing this, whatever the next family occasion is, unless of course you really want to be totally super like official and like actually have a date where you just meet your parents, like, oh, hey, come meet my parents Friday night, we're gonna have dinner. But to most of what Brian said, just you feel it out. Personally, for me, I met her parents not because it was the first occasion. It was Labor Day weekend, and we was about to go to Juve, and her mother wasn't gonna let her go to Juve with me if she didn't know who I was. Especially Juve, you might live in New York City, you know, you can't just let people go out there in Juve. Then she told me, she said, "Listen, you're in charge. Bring my daughter back home." So
that's a big responsibility for Juve, huh?
yeah, yo,
Hell yeah.
listen. That's that she did not get out of my sight.
So for me, I honestly don't put that much emphasis on the whole parent thing. Like, if she don't bring it up, it'll never happen, because I don't particularly think about it. Like, I don't never think about, yo, it's time for you to meet my parents. I guess that's because I never got as far as thinking like, yo, let's get married. Because then I would think, if you having a baby, I think at those points would probably when I would think about like, oh, you should meet. Otherwise, I really don't even think like, it's my relationship. I don't think in terms of, yo, my family got to meet you. I never think like that.
This how I feel. I was telling Shawn this other day. I'm more interested in meeting your friends first before your family, because your friend,
I agree.
Your friends is a reflection of you, because you personally selected them. These are the people that's in your circle and that you're around. You know what I mean? Family, to me, especially me, I'm very protective of my family. That's like, if you met my family and I introduced you to my family, we getting married.
Put that in perspective. I've never met none of Jock's family.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Seriously, I've never met.
And I like Hector, man. That's my man. I like him, but I've never been around my family.
Jock's house and I waited outside for him.
Yeah, I said, yo, I'll meet you downstairs.
That's
like, you know, I'm very protective of my friends.
Was it like that in high school too? You know, in high school, you definitely be like, yo, come in.
Nah,
you wasn't having nobody coming in.
Especially in high school.
Oh,
Shawn,
you got sisters. You ain't got nothing but sisters, right?
I told them I only got my entire family.
Oh, that's why.
Shawn, when was the first time you met my family? When was the first time you met my family?
Like
4 years ago?
Early to late 20s, yeah.
We've been cool since you was 15.
We've been cool since the 10th grade.
I don't play with
Greg is my best friend, y'all, so that is cause
my family, I'm prepared to do 25.
In high school, we used to chill across the street from his house often.
I'm automatically assuming all your sisters is bad.
Shawn?
Yes.
Well, I got one sister, one of my mainly cousins, but yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So family's very personal for me, but I'm more interested in meeting somebody friends because you personally selected these people to be in your life. Family, you born with them, you ain't had no choice in that situation.
Agreed.
You know, it's a reflection of who you are. You are the company you keep, so I would really like to meet your friends first.
So Ross, you said that it doesn't really matter if
Yeah,
you bring
if
her
she
home.
don't bring it up, I'm not bringing it. I'm not particularly bringing it up.
So,
Like I saw my last ex, she was like, "Yo, when am I gonna meet your mom?" I was like, "Damn, I didn't even think about that."
That's like, mom, that's like we get married tomorrow.
But we were together. We had been talking at like 2.5 years when she asked me.
that's a long time.
Yeah.
You've been talking for 2
Well,
and
we
a
were
half
in a relationship.
years.
We was in a relationship for like 1 year, talking for like 2 years, and I never crossed my mind. Like I don't think about that.
That's a sign of the relationship where she is in your mind. and heart.
I really no. Me as a person, I really do not think about people meeting my family. It's not that important to me.
Okay, I'll say this. I was where you were 2 years ago. I kid you not. I was that song? I was the commander in chief on my pimp shit flying high.
I'm not there. I'm telling you.
And
in a
then
serious
she came out of
relationship.
nowhere. And all of a sudden I'm buying roses and I'm like,
I
why?
want you to meet my
Like,
mother.
yeah, like I literally stopped. I'm like, yo, why am I doing this? I'll just say this. In some respects, I just feel like sometimes maybe you just didn't meet the person to pull that out of you, or for you to that really wants you to be that person.
But it's also like how important someone's family is to them too.
That's yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
If they
another
don't give
thing
a
I was
shit about
thinking
their family, then
Yeah, because like my family's really close, so honestly, they would really shape my decision. Yo, Greg, we don't like her. I'm like, damn, you don't like her?
I agree with that. 'cause
You know what I'm
that's like
saying?
me with my brother. If my brother don't like you and my brother like everybody,
That's
you
what
gotta
I'm saying.
go.
That's,
Question later. So, is your brother younger brother, bigger
Younger.
brother? How younger are we talking?
9 years. He's 17. I'm 25.
oh, that's a good age. So he gonna ask you about dinosaurs so you walk in the door. What's your favorite dinosaur?
So, so you entrust your 17-year-old brother that much?
Yes.
That
He's a good judge of character.
at
Children
17.
are
Yeah.
children.
Yeah.
baby,
said
But he's
17
not a
or
child.
9?
But
17,
He's
17
So
or
who's
9.
9? This might say
It's
9.
a
9
9
years
years
younger.
difference.
9 years
difference.
younger.
9 years
Oh,
younger.
Okay. I thought he was 9. That's why I said the dinosaur thing. Oh,
You
okay.
done had too
No.
much wine, son.
He's definitely had too much wine.
But on another note, me and my family is kind of important to me. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
he was saying that, like, that's my family. I'm very close to my family. It's a little bit of us. So if you meet my family, it's something different.
I agree. Like I never brought anyone home to my parents
Never.
unless they was important to me.
I never brought nobody home.
If you just some regular chick that I'm just dealing with, then you're never gonna see the light of day in my house. That's just how
The
it is.
light of day.
Not the doorknob.
Not the right, not even the doorknob.
like certain
Not
people,
even the peephole.
certain people don't have the certain close relationships like I have with my family. Like we're mad close. Like we hang out every day, like cousins and sisters and all of that. So, like if they don't like you and they know me the best out of everybody, I'm like I don't like this person for you. It's really gonna help shape my decision because sometimes people see things that I
They
don't.
don't see,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
That's the purpose of having friends and family, to see things that you don't. Because you're gonna be googly eyed. Oh my God, this girl's amazing. That ass is fat. You know? Yeah, she could cook. She's smart. And then your friend's like, no, she's an idiot. Like she's devious. Like they'll tell you some shit that you didn't even.
She said 2 + 2 was 22.
Yeah.
And you were like, wait, what? All right, guys, good. Next question. Me and Ross thought of this question because we were at work and I think I was telling Ross or something, and Ross was like, "Yo, man, we gotta ask this shit." So I was like,
This
"Yo,
is
man,
before after
you
y'all
right."
did work.
No, this is like during work.
During work, yeah. So y'all talk while instead of working.
Absolutely.
It's called breaks, Ross.
No, fuck that. You better take
Yo, y'all
breaks
been
while
drinking too
working.
much wine.
Do not work 8 hours out of the day straight. If you got an 8-hour job, work 4 hours out of that.
Nah, I completely agree
Heck,
with that. I do
clearly
that
had
shit
too
all
much
the time.
wine. Heck, that's could have had too much wine. However, the question is, Layla, I'm gonna start with you.
Okay.
How often should the man pay for dinner and activities, whether that be dating or the relationship? The key word is often. How often?
How often? Not really sure. I'm not really sure.
Come up with something. All right, we'll get back. We'll come back to Layla.
She's the only woman.
I know she's
Right, you ain't
It's
trying
too
to.
much pressure.
One girl
She's
versus
the only.
like 5 men.
She's the only woman here.
If
She's
Kia
the only woman
Shadow
here.
was here, they be going off right now.
So Shawn would have been going off right now. She'd be like, listen.
All right, we'll come back to you. You're not off the hook though.
Yeah, we will come back to you. Give me time to think.
How often? I don't know, but I do. I would say my rule of thumb is whoever asks the person out, you at least should be prepared to pay. Don't ask someone out and then be like, oh yeah, you gotta pay. If you're gonna say, hey, let's go out to the movies today, whether it be the man or the woman,
Right.
you should be prepared to pay for both.
That makes sense.
So if the woman asks you out, she has to pay.
Be prepared.
I got too much pride for
Because
that.
no, I'm not saying whether she does or doesn't is different, but be prepared. So don't come there. If the movie's $40, don't come there with $20 for yourself because you asked me out. At least have $40 in your pocket. So if I say, well, I just really don't have it today. If I have it,
I thought you was paying.
yeah, if I have it, then I pay, and then you can keep your 20. Cool. But don't ask me out, and then
I got too much pride.
because then when we go out, we both look stupid because now you can get it and I can't do shit or something, whatever it is.
I got too much pride for that.
I feel like whoever asks who out, they gotta pay. That's it. I left my house because you asked me to come out. So
So
you gotta pay.
has a woman ever asked any of y'all out before?
Yeah.
Did y'all let her pay?
No.
Me either.
I say this.
Yes, I let her pay
The whole bill.
the whole bill and the tip.
So this
I can
is
call
why,
her right now.
This is
I can
why
call
me
her
and
right
Shawn,
now.
This is
I
why
can
me
call her
and
right
Shawn
now.
right here is getting into it.
Yes,
I've done it before.
I could call her right now. Ross, go ahead.
Even to this day in my relationship, I should have a conversation with her about this. She gives me, like, if we go out and I don't have the money that week and like she's paying for the bill, she'll hand me the card. So like if we're at the table, she'll take a wallet out,
I've
hand
done
me
that
the
before.
card, and let me pay for it.
I've done
Like
that
I give it to the waiter. There and then. But why though?
Listen,
You know why.
these days,
You know why.
these days, females are all the new
You
dudes.
got the money, pay for it.
So I feel like, if you ask me out, now I'm not gonna come broke. I'm not gonna leave my wallet at home. I'm not gonna leave my man purse at
I
home.
would never do that.
But when the bill come, like y'all know, like when the bill come and chicks kind of like start playing with their phone and twiddling their hair.
They act like they don't see it.
Why you think I started to grow hair? Cause I'm gonna start twiddling with my hair too. I'm gonna be like, yo, what's up? So I'm just like, yo. But what Ryan said makes perfect sense. I left my house because you asked me to. I was home comfortable watching ID and Law and Freaking In Order, perfectly fine, and Scandal and everything else. You asked me to come outside. I had no plans on spending money today.
I don't know.
And to me, pride has nothing to do with it, okay?
And for me, I think alright, so I still think that guys should pay for the first date. It's not mandatory. I just think it has. It should be that way.
It's just nice.
I don't see. I can't let the lady play.
I can't let a woman pay for me.
I'm on.
sorry.
Me and Greg was on the same
I
page
can't
on
do
this.
it. One time I went out with someone and we went back and forth. She like, I got it. I'm like, no. And I was broke. I'm pretty sure I overdraft. But it was just like, yo, like I don't want to say, yo, I went out with Greg. He let me pay. Even though, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't do it.
I don't even think that far. Just
said,
between
alright.
me and her, like
Nah, I can't do it.
like my last relationship, my girlfriend probably paid for like maybe 5 times out of the X amount of years we was together. She could count the shit on her hands on how many times she paid. She told me this. So for me, it's like he said, it's a pride thing.
It's
and
a pride thing.
And
I
it's just
can't-
like, yo,
I can't do it.
my lady, it's my lady. Like I'll take care of her for the most part. I'm not saying she can't take care of nothing, and no bills or nothing like that. But when it comes to a date and we getting to know each other,
At least we could split it. At least.
I don't even know about split.
No,
I've never
I can't
split a
even
bill.
tell her cash
I've
app you the
never
money.
split a bill.
Cash out me the money real quick. I'll
Nah,
pay
cause
for it.
I went out with someone and she would not let me pay because she asked me out to go to the museum and all that, and we went out to eat. And she would not let me pay. I'm just like, all right, can we at least split it? She would not let me pay. Like, I was just like, I understand we had such a good time, we enjoyed being with me, but like, she would not let me pay.
So at what point did Greg? So at what point when she said for the 1,000th time, I'm going to pay? You mean that you put up your defensive pride for the 1,000th time? Absolutely not.
Yeah,
I bet
was
it.
like,
All
yo,
right,
look,
you know
we
what?
we could split it.
If you
We
want to
could split
stress
it.
yourself and pay, okay, good.
Nah, we could split it. We could split it.
See, word choice. You want to talk?
But-
you stress yourself.
But
I
it's
wasn't
not
stressing
even.
myself.
But it's not even the first date. Listen,
It was the first date.
for the record,
I didn't even know it was a
ladies,
date,
the
by the way.
first date, even the second date, Shawn will pay for it. Shawn got you, boo. Don't worry. What I'm talking about is
Yeah, go ahead.
third date, fourth date, and then if you ask me, if you're, listen, hey, look, if I ask you, be like, hey, girl, what you doing tonight? Nothing. Let's go out. I'm expecting you to leave all your money home, and then when the bill come, I'm be like, boop, boom, pay.
Exactly.
Simple. Exactly what Ryan said. It's not as like. It's like, to me, it's really
Pulled him out the house.
right. You're taking me out the house. I was okay watching Scandal. I was perfectly fine.
You know
Now
what?
you taking me out.
You know what?
Like,
I can't even
I was
front.
good.
I can't even front. I do have like that is hard for me to let like a woman pay for me. Like I kind of feel a way about that, but at the same time, I feel like if you do ask a man out, like Hector said, you should be prepared to pay.
Be prepared. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, later we will
Or
come
if
back.
you can't,
Back to you.
Case, you better pay.
You're right. Later.
I can't do
Later, go ahead. Yes.
I think a female should offer. I don't know when, but I do think she should offer. And I had a question for the guys who feel like it's hard for a woman to let them pay. Why?
Yes. Why?
Nah. All right, hold up, because we about to get into a whole nother. I see where this is going.
That's a good question.
I see where this is going. I wouldn't let anybody pay for me. Shawn, when we go out, like, say suppose we go out to like a diner or some shit, even if I order one thing, we split the bill. That's just how I
so if you
am.
buy
True.
2 bottles of water,
And I'm on the same page. With
I was look.
Look.
If Hector, if we go out for lunch, right? If you get an appetizer, I'm getting an appetizer. You get a drink, I'm getting. Even if I don't get it, we can split it evenly. You know what I'm saying? It's just. It's
if
me.
I'm eating, I'm putting something.
If you gonna give me a ride to somewhere, I'll pay for gas. That's just who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just like meeting people halfway. Like, I like to be 50-50 with
I
people.
agree.
That's just me. It's not about the whole woman thing. I'm not sexist, all right? it's not a woman thing. It's just me personally. I like to meet people 50-50. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is.
It is a bit of pride. When it comes to women, it's more pride involved because I'm taking care of you. That's how I look at it. I don't need you to take care of me, but I could understand in the sense of if you don't have it, then the woman asks you out, then you're not paying, or you looking at her funny when she looks at you to pay. But me, in my case, I'm always gonna be the one.
If I don't have it and she asks me out, I'm staying home.
Right? I'm not
I
coming
staying
out.
home.
I can't come out tonight.
I'm staying home.
Ryan, anything else or you?
You know what? I kind of agree with these two gentlemen. Like,
Gentlemen.
Thank
yes, yeah. I do have that pride where I don't like letting people pay for me. Like, you know me. Like, I don't ask people for nothing.
Right.
So like when people like offered me stuff or buy me stuff, I kind of feel funny about that. So I always feel like I have to at least reciprocate. In some
But
way.
even if it's your girlfriend, like it's your
Where does
girlfriend.
that come from?
I don't know, son.
Thank
Personally,
you,
I
Hector.
think
Right.
I feel it's not. I'll admit, initially for me, it wasn't easy for me. Like, it's still not easy for me. We go out and she pays for something like that. I can't do this. But the way I take it, I try to like turn that energy into good energy. Like, okay, I can't take care of you today, but I want to get myself to a point where I can always take care of you. So
I think as men, it's ingrained in us to be providers. And it's just like, like women could provide too, but as men, it's just like, yo, like,
so
the male ego is very sensitive. Like, let's be real, like masculinity is very sensitive. So it's just like, wow, I have a woman paying for me, and you kind of feel some type of way.
Did
You know what I'm saying? It's true.
Did y'all see that picture that baseball dude having an interview where he's standing on the little he's standing on a step stool because the lady he's
What's
interviewing
taller than him?
is taller than him.
Oh wow,
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Look
deep.
down
Like
on him.
masculinity
Wow.
is very fragile. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy.
But it's not about the woman paying for me. I don't like anybody.
I
paying
can't speak
for
to
me,
that
son.
because I'm taller, so it wouldn't happen.
I'll date a
but-
tall woman. I'm with it. I don't care. Like, I'm 5'9". She could be 6'2". I have no problem.
no problem climbing that.
Nah, yeah.
Interesting. All right, guys. Next question. This question has happened to me, so
It's a personal question.
It's a personal question.
Yeah, we ain't get back to
Yo,
Layla.
what's up, Layla?
I did answer the
Lady.
question.
Not she didn't answer.
She asked her with a question. What's wrong with a woman paying?
No,
for it?
what I said was at some point a woman should offer to pay. I don't know when, but she should offer. And then I asked you guys that question.
Before we move on,
Yes.
let's talk about Vex money for the Caribbean people.
But what?
Vex money.
Money.
What's that?
That's I don't know what y'all call it, but basically is what a woman
Mad
will
money.
yes. Explain to them what it is. I'll let her
Vex
take
money.
it away.
I'd rather you explain it.
Explain it. I feel like
When
go ahead.
every girl has done this, especially if they're from the Caribbean. I can definitely tell you that. Whenever they go out with you, they
Little
always
laughing a
have,
little bit too hard, yo.
they always have
I don't like that.
money to get home. In case that's why it's called Vex money. In case I get vexed with your dumb ass, I can walk the fuck out there and get my ass home. You don't want to be
Interesting.
solely reliable on that. So to be honest with you, in a sense, when the girl says I ain't got no money, she's fucking lying.
Yeah, she's like, yo,
Because she has
I know
Vex
that
money
for a
in her
fact.
pocket.
I know that.
She
I'm
at
never-
least has a 20 to
You
get
know
a
what?
cab
I've
to
never
go
been in
home.
that situation because I'm always paying. So
No, you
That
just
sounds
never
like a personal
know about it.
problem.
But you never have to be in that situation. I mean, for me, that conversation happened when I was like 16 years old. My mom was like, you always need to have cab money just in case you need to run away. So I always had it.
Have you ever had to use it?
yeah.
All right, Shawn, I think it's time for some
That's a conversation for another day. It's a conversation for another day, guys. Awesome job, guys. Awesome. Next question. Is physical cheating the only type of
No.
cheating? Or is
Hell
mental
no.
and emotional cheating as well? And I say that because I was watching the show and the girl's crying her eyes out. And the girl's like, yo, like, what's wrong with you? And he's like, oh, he cheated on me. She's like, oh, well, who did he have sex with? And the girl was like, he didn't have sex with no one. He cheated emotionally. And the girl was like, staring at him like, what do you mean? And what she meant was he knew how she would react to certain things. So to cover up his wrongs, he would do whatever it was to keep her at bay. Damn well knowing he was still doing his wrong. So Layla, you were very quick to say no.
Sentence wasn't even finished.
Right.
Yes.
Is physical cheating
Some of
the
the
only
night.
type of cheating, or is
I've been waiting
mental
for this
and
one.
emotional cheating as well? What? What
Break
do
it
you
down, Layla.
When the thought is there, yeah, it's cheating. Why are you thinking about somebody else?
think? Mentally.
Yeah.
So before the actual act takes place, you mentally cheat because you're thinking about.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
agree because.
What the fuck?
And I agree.
Nah, I didn't know she was going there with that.
Wait, hold on. The mic was too far, so I don't think they caught that one.
Like, yo.
I didn't hear it personally. So I'm pretty sure it didn't get caught on the tape. I don't know if you want to say that or what you just said again.
Yeah, well, say it.
Wait, I'm confused. Me, just mentally, I've cheated already. In your, I'm talking to you. I thought about another girl. I have already cheated on you.
But what? Damn, Ross. But what I'm saying is this. When you cheat, right? Females, not you later, but females, people gotta understand. Cheating is not a mistake. Cheating is a choice.
It's a decision.
You gotta plan.
It's a behavior.
You gotta
It's
plan
premeditated.
the hotel. You gotta plan the time. You gotta plan the lie you're gonna tell
You
your
don't
girl.
accidentally slip and
You
fall
don't
into it.
you don't accidentally slip and fall into the
a hell of
box.
a drug.
So I agree. Like, I think you can mentally cheat on someone.
Wait,
I think
hold
you
up.
could emotionally cheat on
What's
someone.
mentally cheating?
What later
Just
said
thinking about it?
Nah.
sort of
Yeah,
cheating.
everybody's guilty of
Let's
cheating.
not say, oh, as soon as you think about the person naked, it's cheating.
That's
When
what-
you think about the act, when you sit there and you plan it out, and then
You're
you
mentally
Wait,
cheating,
all
right?
yeah.
You're mentally cheating,
Time
correct?
out, hold up. So if you're in a relationship, a man walk by and he's attractive, and you think he's attractive, you're cheating.
She's not saying
No,
that.
that's
She's
not
not
what I'm
saying
For
that.
saying.
example,
that.
She's
for
not saying that.
example, Jocks, if I was to sit here and do this the whole time, I guarantee it would be a problem. Why? Because I'm like she said, I'm sitting here thinking about someone else. And if my girl sees the video, please, I was just making an example here.
Yeah,
She sees
we
the
don't
video,
want
she's
problems.
she's
We don't
definitely
want
gonna come ask me, why are you staring at her like that? If you walking on the street with someone, with your lady, your guy, and someone walks by, someone attractive walks by, and the person going, and you know, guys, we all do this shit.
Ah, yeah.
You're gonna turn our head, you're gonna break our necks,
You're
and
like,
keep watching.
goddamn.
And
Goddamn.
that's gonna be a problem.
Tristan Thompson, he did that shit. His girl was freaking pregnant. he went someplace. Chloe happened to be there, plotted on her, schemed on her, and he left his girl for Chloe, but the girl was still a preggo. He was sizing up Chloe before he even said a word. He even said that shit. So I do. So just because you don't take your dick and stick it in someone, you could cheat several.
There's also
several ways.
I was thinking about emotional cheating.
because
What do you think?
Nah, because I was
Emotional
thinking,
cheating
like,
is
for example, like say someone is dating someone, and they go to someone else all the time to talk to about
Yes.
their feelings. That's what I was
yes,
thinking about.
Yes, that's a real thing, and that's a
Yeah.
problem.
That's a major problem.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so what's mental cheating?
Yeah,
Just planning it out.
Just-
No, well, mental
or
cheating
just
might
thinking
be just
about
a
it.
bad term to describe it.
Yeah, I
honestly.
feel like
Emotionally cheating, yeah, it's like an intimacy level. Mentally cheating it might just be a bad term we use. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I see a
okay.
difference, and emotionally and mental cheating is definitely two different things. Because emotional cheating, you got wrapped up in somebody, you're giving your feelings to them instead of to your partner, and I definitely think that's a form of cheating. If you go to call up somebody else when you feeling some type of way, the opposite sex, and the conversation is less than street friendly, then that's emotional cheating.
It's not just cheating; it's bad for the relationship that you are in.
Yeah.
Because if that person you're with is not the person you want to tell to be that intimate with, then it says something about the relationship. Y'all really don't have as close a bond as you think you do.
Exactly. I think it's a slippery slope because you already know, like, I know with my ex, like, once, we were having problems, and at a certain point, it was like, I heard from my friend who was messing with her friend that she, even though I ended the relationship, like, it had ended, like, months before that. Because once you're emotionally detached from the situation or attached to another person, then, the relationship is pretty much on its way out.
Agreed.
And that's what I was trying to say because Greg knows. Greg knows. Anyway, what I do think is I had an ex, and this is when I learned that you could mentally leave the relationship before you physically do. Like, we had gone to fights and arguments. She cheated. I took her back. Horrible thing. But I could tell that she was out. Like, she was physically there. Like we would be there. Food is on her plate. Food is on mine. And it's just quiet. It would just be quiet. It would just be anything of that sort.
That's the AC. Yeah. Yo, y'all drunk too much wine, so y'all don't know what's going on.
I don't even know what that was.
Let me ask this question off of Shawn's.
But the thing is, like, I would be talking to her, and it'll be yes, okay, no, wow, interesting. She mentally was not there.
Yeah, she checked
she was
out.
thinking about homeboy. She was thinking about the person she would rather be doing that with than doing that with me. So you could definitely mentally break up with someone, and I think that's mentally cheating too.
I get what you're saying.
I can understand
I get what
that.
like,
I understand. Layla, no,
Yeah.
you're bugging.
Yeah, you're bugging. yeah.
So Layla, let me ask you this question.
Okay.
In your last relationship, did you stop thinking of all the other guys out there? Give me a guy. Trey Songz, I don't
Idris
know.
Elba.
Chris Brown, Idris
Okay,
Elba.
let's say Morris Chestnut.
Okay.
Okay, so you mentally cheated on your man Morris.
I think, but you know what I've heard though? I've heard that because the person is a celebrity, they're
doesn't
far
count.
away. Like, you know, it
count.
doesn't
You're a
matter.
human being.
But if Morris Chestnut
And we live
lived
in New York
across the
City.
streets,
It's not impossible, son.
it's not impossible. It's not impossible. You're
It's
right.
not impossible.
If they saw my girl, they might smash. So I'm not. Don't do
Morris
it.
Chestnut.
Exactly.
I don't know. I might forgive that though. I can understand.
But if you see,
so actually, let me ask this question now. Is there a level where you could take that person back if they do cheat physically?
it's a dub for me.
Or
I've
is
done
it-
it.
or
I've
is it
taken
totally
them
a
back.
dub?
I can't do it.
I could do it if I can't picture it mentally. If I could picture it mentally, then no.
I don't even know. Probably just depends on the situation.
I would-
Depends on how it happened, what it was, who it was with. Depends.
For me personally, I think it would bother me more
If it was somebody beneath you.
No, not even that.
You said beneath me.
If it's somebody less attractive than me, it's over.
It usually is.
You fuck up, not down.
No, what they say, men usually cheat with women that are uglier than their girls.
Yeah, they will cheat down.
Yeah.
Well, we usually do
For
it.
me personally, I would be more upset at if my girl was out here talking to some other guy, like not even sexually, just like telling him
Emotionally.
stuff,
Like
yeah.
actually, like there was
Like
more,
she had a good
That's
day at
the
work
emotional
and she's
shit.
talking to him first before she talked to me. That would
That's
bother
the
me more
emotional cheating.
versus
right
if she goes to Cancun one day and
it was
gets
just
wasted and
it was
then-
just physical.
yeah, and like,
Right.
never see Rico Suave again, and it's like that. I could again, it'll still bother me, but I could see me getting over the physical a bit easier than if it was something a bit deep. Like if you're going on dates with this person, you didn't establish
That's a whole different
relationship.
story, son.
Interesting. All right, guys. Awesome. Next question. Guys, I'm gonna start with y'all here. Are certain nationalities a deal breaker?
El Salvadorians, I'll never again.
Salvadorians.
Do not go
Wow.
south. Do not go south of the equator.
I need at least two
Do not
stories.
go
I need two
south
forms of
of
proof.
the equator. Don't do it. They crazy.
I love Haitian women. That's my first choice. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm open to everything else, but I really love Haitian women. I'm Haitian.
You didn't
So
hear
Haitian ladies,
what the question was?
he goes 50-50.
His nationalities about.
What nationalities
Do you not
are deal
want?
breakers?
I was just trying to give a shout out to all Haitian women. By the way.
Because I think Greg know what I'm about to say. Haitian women,
I've been
Greg,
Here
Watch
we
your
go.
mouth, though.
Haitian
Don't-
women.
Don't
He's
violate
the
my
and
first
Panamanians.
I know what you're gonna say.
Haitian and Haitian and
You had no luck
Panamanians.
with.
I have no luck with.
He's the first.
Absolutely
Jacques
no
is
luck.
the first Haitian person. I'm sorry again. He's the first Haitian person.
What are y'all doing over there, man?
I have long feet. All right, I'll just leave it.
You're over there playing footsie.
This is being recorded, brother.
It's on video as
Somebody
well.
on the panel should be very concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the first Haitian man to say it's okay to date Haitian women. They all say like, nope, run away. Run
That's
away,
true.
Run
That
away.
is- that is
run
true.
away.
I love him, son.
And the funny part is, I heard about Jamaican. Like a Jamaican man will tell you, "Yo, leave these Jamaican women alone." And I'm just like, why is that?
That's
why?
wild. I've never heard that.
I've heard
They're
that. I've
disrespectful.
heard that.
They need to love themselves.
That's what it comes down to. Is like that self love. We don't really have that. We're lacking that in the black
Nah,
community.
it's not.
Before we get all that far,
All
right?
right.
I had to pull out the book on us.
I was about to go black fist.
I would say I don't have any nationality that I'm against, as long as we don't have a language barrier. And you have to be open, especially if there's a bit of a cultural difference. You got to be open to understanding like my culture. Like for example, I grew up in the Caribbean, so like I go to a party and the plan is to whine on everything inside the party.
Honestly,
you
you gotta understand that.
You gotta
But
understand.
that's what
like,
that's why I feel like with me,
that's
like
not nothing.
I ain't gonna say this. man.
Say it, bro.
Say it, man.
Say it.
Like, cause yo, like
Get
we
it off
all
your
Caribbean,
chest.
we all Caribbean, but like it's certain things where people that was just like brought up in this country wouldn't understand as like Caribbean people sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like as Caribbean, I don't feel like it's certain things that people understand and they'll take it like personally. You know what I mean? Because our upbringing is
That's
different.
probably how like a Russian feels at a rave party. Like,
That's yeah,
be
yeah,
like,
you know
yo,
what I'm
if
saying?
you
Like,
see me over there
like if
fucking this guy, don't
you know
take
what I'm
it
saying?
personally.
Some music come on, I'm dancing with someone. This is like, yo, we just dancing. You know what I'm saying? It's not nothing crazy. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if somebody that's like outside of my culture would understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I mean.
I don't think there's like, I mean, my woman is black, and I love my black women.
This
But,
guy,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? But
Give
I
me
don't
a
know.
shout out, Ryan.
I don't really see myself specific. I don't see myself discriminating, but I do feel like I have a preference, and I definitely have more of a
definitely
preference
do.
for black women because I can relate to them, and they can relate to me. Like, you know, there's more in common, so there's less of a, you know, a cultural hurdle to climb to kind of like bridge the gap.
I also know that if you don't like Steve Harvey books, Layla and you have a no shot. Anyway, Layla, I'm sorry.
No, it doesn't matter to me. I don't really care.
So you will date a white man?
Well, we said nationalities. We wasn't talking
Nationality.
about race.
I'm saying that's national. So like, let's say
We had.
Russian.
I think we had this conversation last time.
Yeah, we did. We did
Right.
talk, we
No,
talk
I'm
about
not
race.
saying
Oh,
no
yeah, I want
white
to touch on
man.
that. I want to touch on that real quick.
Right, so I'm like nationality. So there's a bunch of nationalities that you would never touch, like Filipino, or
Okay.
you sticking to or Swedish, right? Danish.
Swedes.
I prefer Caribbean though. I'm open to every other nationalities, not race, but nationalities. Like I'm open to it, but I do prefer Caribbean.
I don't man.
I'll say
Other
this.
than El Salvadorian, I'm with everything.
Two of my worst experiences with women have been from Haitian women.
Yo, what's wrong with y'all Haitian women? Don't be talking about them like that.
Just shout out to
Yo,
my Haitian
we
women.
just don't have luck. Relax.
Yeah, but I'm single too, so
All right, so relax.
Yo, I love all my Haitian women. I love y'all, man.
No, just listen. Haitian people, y'all
Haitian women is the best. But nah. Like race wise, definitely black. And not to say that I don't find other races attractive. It's just the connection is not there for me. You know what I'm saying? But nationality, I'm more open to it. You know.
Don't, as Ryan said, don't limit yourself when you're single.
I'm limiting.
Cast the wide net, man.
Cast a wide net.
I don't even
You get anything from this podcast.
Nah, that's
cast
a wide net.
Cast a
That's a
wide
When
wide
you're
net.
single, cast a wide
Cast a
You
net.
might
wide
get
net.
surprised one
My
day.
wide net is black women, and that's it.
That's a big one.
You know, it's mad different black women.
You know, they got Japanese girls that know how to dirty wine.
Yo, you see that? You see that they have carnival in there now in Japan?
Stop it.
In England and all.
I kid you not.
Nottingham.
Go online. There's videos of like in Japan having a party and they all have Trinidadian flags on. It's soca playing. I kid you not. Marshall Montano was there last
I've
year.
seen
They have
Jamaican.
Japan Carnival. He was over I don't know where, Tokyo, wherever the hell they had it.
Interesting.
I think the last dancehall queen was Japanese
Word.
or Chinese. One of them.
I heard there's a Russian girl in Jamaica killing it now. Some white girl moved from Russia to Jamaica to go dance.
Dance.
See, that's a unicorn right there. See,
I don't
Greg?
fuck with that gentrification and shit.
Yo,
moving on,
funny-
moving on. Hector, go ahead.
Nah, I was just gonna say she's selling. She took what she learned. She's selling it back to the white people.
I get you
She's
see.
selling classes now. How to
See? That's the problem.
Moving on,
capitalism.
guys. We touched on this. I just want to get back to it. So my preference is again to meet a girl first in a calm setting, coffee shop, donut shop, park, someplace I get your body language feel, and then we could take it to the first date. Once we get to the first date, Layla, I'll start with you. What is a good first date from a female's perspective? What is a good first date? Like, what is a when you get home, you're like, Mom,
You about to
that
call
was
her
a good date.
bestie. She won't call her bestie. Mom, you call her bestie. Girl, let me tell you what he did today.
He took me to Roof Chris. I had a 28 ounce.
I almost did that.
Can Layla answer the
I'm
question? Greg?
simple though. So for me, a good first date is like a walk through the park. I'm simple. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Some McChickens.
Nah, no McChicken. We
this
out with
McDonald's shit
McDonald's.
All right, so second date, can you still be doing a walk?
Two
through the park?
walks in the park, back to back.
Back to back, no. I want to do something different.
At that point,
So we can
climbing.
jog through the park then. Do something different.
you can get a bike, a city
Yeah,
bike.
ride through the park.
No, I
The same
won't
park
ride
too. Maybe we go to a different park. We go to the same park.
What's a good second date?
Dinner is a good second date.
Okay, so after you get the walk in, then you gotta feed me the next day.
Yeah.
But you can't go backwards. You can't go out for dinner and then go back to the park.
The third date you go back to walking.
Like, we went out pretty early for dinner. It's still light
You
out.
gotta go to a play.
The park's still nice.
Nah, I don't know. So wait on me to answer.
What's a good first date? I like to be creative and do things that are like out of the ordinary.
Agreed.
So I'll go.
Groupon is your friend.
I'm the type of person. We'll end up. For example, I took my girl out to a play. It was one of those plays. The way the setting was, it wasn't even like you sat and it was a stage. It was a room and you were inside
Sat
of the
around,
play.
yeah.
So when we walked, we got there late, so that made it even worse. So we walked in, and I guess there's a character behind us, but we didn't know that. So the actors looking at us saying, "What are you doing there?" And I'm like, "I'm here to watch the play." But really, they're talking to the actor behind us. I'm like, "Oh, let me get out the way." But it was beautiful. It was a nice time. I like to do like different stuff like that. And I'll try to tailor it to like what I think like we like, because like if you meet in a party, I'll try to do something, but being creative is the best way. Now it's not even about the money. Just be creative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Groupon is your friend, man.
Now I don't know when it
Gold
comes
star as well.
when it comes to dates.
I ain't heard
Like
of
I'm the
that.
type of person that thrive off a conversation. Like I always tell people, yo, when we go out, let's not talk about work. Let's not talk about school. Everything. Like I want to talk about you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very like, I'm always looking for that connection. So it has to be about conversation. Like I thrive off a conversation. That's what really, you know.
See, I don't got that gift of gab there, so I don't.
Conversation.
Yeah, like when it comes, some people like you and Shawn, y'all got the gift of gab. I ain't got that.
So when you call me sometimes, I don't pick up because I know we gonna be on the phone for 3 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Shawn, how you know? Did you know that already?
Yeah, it's not a bad thing, but it's just like, yo, the conversation is just gonna keep going and going and going. It's like if I got something to do, I gotta call Shawn but like after I've done everything for the day. Like we'll talk forever, you know what I'm saying? But like conversation is really important to me.
So if conversation is it, then you don't need to meet someone in person. You can meet on Facebook.
All right, come on,
and call them.
No.
And call them.
I guarantee you that won't go well.
How you figure that?
Because when you hit, I hate texting. By the way, how you doing? 3 days later, I'm good. 3 days
that's
later.
the worst.
Now what if it's in the moment? What if you call her and y'all free?
If
y'all
we
set
face
up a
to
phone
face,
call.
if we face to
Nah,
face,
you set up a
you can't
phone
wait
call.
3 days to answer me back. That's what I'm just saying. Like
He's saying I got it like that.
Me. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think the ideal first date is, you know, I guess it would depend on the person too, because you gotta be like someone who has a good sense of humor that like, you know, that's open to doing different things, because you never know, like the date could, you know, the plans could branch off and y'all could end up doing something like spontaneously in the moment. So, you know, I can't give an example right now, but like, you know, just someone who's just cool and easy to kick it with. You know, that's my ideal first date. It don't really matter specifically what the activity is.
I would say good first date, like depending on the girl. Like I'm not gonna take a big girl rock climbing, or she ain't trying to lift that weight. But I'm just
being realistic.
Yeah, exactly.
Set yourself up for failure.
But maybe instead like a paint night or a plant night, or like, yo, Groupon is your friend. Like there's a bunch of ideas that you would never think of that you could look up.
Yes,
and that's the thing. That's
picnic.
A picnic, right? Like stuff like that. Like I really wouldn't think to do it, but if I see it, then I'm like, oh, that's a great idea. I gotta like look around for
One
it.
thing I was definitely against though was
gun range. Nah, I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm saying that's another good one.
No, one first date. Don't go out to watch a movie on the first date.
No, that's ridiculous.
That's played out.
Not even because it's played out.
Like, how do you
right?
It
Exactly.
limits-
how do you communicate? Like,
It limits the conversation.
And
Right?
even
Not for
if
first date.
God forbid
that's like relationship.
Infinity
stage.
War 6 comes out and you must see it that day, that cannot be the only part of the date. At least have some space in there to get some conversation in.
There gotta be something else following the movie though. If y'all go out
Yes.
to a movie, like.
And don't go to a restaurant. Don't go to BBQs where it's mad allowed and no.
First of all, I've never done that. That's not
Fellas,
classy at all.
listen.
He said not
Seriously,
classy.
if you really want to impress a girl, fellas, don't go to chain restaurants. I kid
Honestly.
you not. This is 100% truth. Me
We
and
live
my
in New York
girl,
City, son.
we have a list of restaurants that we went to, and none of them are chain restaurants.
I never been
Have
to-
we been to chain restaurants? Yes, but we've never went out on a date to a chain restaurant.
Hector, hold that thought. Layla, is that true? Is the
You gonna let somebody? Take
if
you
a
to
guy
Applebee's?
takes you to BBQs, is it one of those I can't wait till this date is over, or are you
I
gonna
love
have a good time?
BBQs. It doesn't matter to me.
I mean,
She down to earth.
damn. Layla, like, you already from?
Damn, Layla. She blew my whole shit.
Layla,
man.
no. So
I was expecting more.
You see, this is the thing though. She says, I agree. You do love BBQs. I'm not gonna doubt you. You do love BBQs, but until you get someone to take you to mom and pop's diner in
Harlem.
not even, in Harlem somewhere in a hole, and you get the best fried chicken and waffles
And
you've ever
cornbread,
had.
on God.
You're like, wow, this is amazing. This is really a hole in the wall spot. Also, you get some good mixed drinks, and it brings you. And what it is, a lot of times with the mom and pop spots, they're the setting is
The
different.
vibe is different.
So
Yeah,
you
I
can
can
really,
agree with
you
that.
can really sit down
it's
and
about
get
the
close to someone.
ambiance.
Right,
It's about the ambiance.
thank you. That's
and,
what I'm looking
and
for.
that's
Ambiance
also a
is
thing
better.
of like, all right, Applebee's is not our spot. We can never say that's
Right,
our
it's
spot.
everybody's
Our
spot.
spot, as
Yeah.
opposed
But
you
yo-
go to that mom and pop.
but-
That's me and your spot.
But
Me and my girl have a spot. I know I will not say it on here.
yeah, but
Damn
like,
you, Hector.
You know the thing with dates, it's not about the money you spend. It's more about the effort. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it's about like how much time you took to talk
That's
this
the
out.
next
Like,
Thought right.
how far is it from your house? Is it halfway? You know what I'm saying? Like what kind of food you like? Yo, what's the ambience like? It's not really about the money, but it's more about the effort. Money is easy. Like anybody can spend money, but taking time out to plan, that's what
Yes.
really is important.
You live in Williamsburg. I'll pick you up in Williamsburg. We go to Long Island City. From there, we go to like
Jersey or
Jer-
something.
yeah, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
plan
That's a
out
lot
the
of
whole
thought.
thing.
Right.
You don't eat dessert somewhere else or whatever. Put effort and thought into
A
it.
different place for dessert or the same place?
You trying to spend money or nah, bruh? You told me. Listen.
On the topic,
You said a different place for dessert.
on the
Yeah.
topic of that. So,
Speak. Nah, no more shout outs for these businesses.
thank you, Hector. Thank you, Hector. On the topic of dates, so the date went well. It was amazing. The first date, second. No, let's just stick to the first date. The meet and greet or whatever went well. The first date was well. We kind of touched on it, but we didn't really talk. Is there anything wrong with first date sex? The date went amazing.
I thought we.
We dropped her off. Well, I'm going to drop her off. She invites us
You
inside.
actually the hot coffee. You asked for some can I come upstairs for some coffee?
Correct. Ryan, is there anything, if a chick says, hey, come upstairs and y'all have sex, the morning after, do you view her differently, or is it like, you know what, we had sex and, you know, it's a normal thing?
I don't know. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm a very analytical person, so I'll be sitting there trying to like figure shit out, like put together details, and I'm like,
The square
You know,
root of 2
'cause it-
is 4.
upstairs. That's
That was
Be like,
math.
if she did it with me, she did it with everybody else, right?
but at the same time, she could
That's
just be
not
feeling
true.
you.
I
could-
don't agree. I'm just saying. But if you're thinking analytical, I'm like, damn, I'm not special, right?
Yes, you may be.
I don't.
Nah,
But
I
I
think
don't believe
you
that.
might-
Don't ever take yourself as the exception.
Yeah,
as men,
yeah.
don't ever be like, oh, I'm that.
not
no,
as men, as people.
You're-
As people
that-
in general.
that's
I mean,
why
women
I
shouldn't do
analyze.
it either. But men, I'm talking about men specifically because they love to do that shit. Think that they are the shit when it comes to
they're
women.
the only ones.
Right.
Yeah.
When
God's
you
gift to
are,
women. We
you
all
are
do
not
that
the
shit.
exception.
Like, oh, he cheated on his past 4 ex-girlfriends. He's not going to cheat on me. Yes, he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, son. Like, we all do that, but I don't know. I'm probably be like, nah, ain't a piece of me. You know what I'm saying? I just met you. That's what I'm probably going to say.
Nah, you got to do it for the culture.
What culture? What culture is this?
The pop culture. Hector, is there anything wrong with first
Gotta
date
do
sex?
There's a point of no return. If you bring me upstairs and you say, listen, walk me to the door and that door closes, that's the point of no return. It's
The
only,
point of no
it's
return.
only one way to go from there. It's only
And like
one
you
way to
said,
go
you
from
fuck up and not down.
there. Yes. If it is, I'll say this to ladies, fellas, when you go on a date, if you truly don't want to have sex with that person and you don't want to create that, don't have them bring you back to your house. You guys meet up somewhere, and once you're done, you leave and go back home separately. So if you meet up at Times Square, once you're done, you get on the A train going south. He goes on the A train going north, and y'all go about your business.
Don't even hop on the same train.
Yeah, don't hop on the same train.
Even if y'all going the same direction. Like, don't
Be
Yeah,
like,
let her go and then
take,
you
take
go.
the scenic routes.
what we thought they
Take the D train to
I
transfer
actually
over
did that
somewhere
once.
later.
I was like, nah, I'm gonna take a different train. I'm waiting for the next train to come.
Later, from a female point of view, is there anything wrong with first date sex?
I mean, to each his own, but as a female, for me, I have to really, really be like, damn, like, I want that. But other than that, yeah.
So it's more like a feel, more like a vibe. Is it something that can be produced from the date? Like the date went so well that you were just like, you know
Yeah,
what?
it's something that can be produced from the date.
Interesting. Ryan, any more thoughts on first date sex?
Nah, I think it should go off the vibe, and yeah.
I've got a question. How does the first date like happens? Like, is it somebody you already know, or somebody else you just kind of just met?
What?
Like, nah, because usually when I go on a date with somebody, it's usually somebody I know for like a few months at least. It's never someone I just met.
Y'all making me reassess my whole life when y'all.
Not because it's just like, because when we talk about first date sex,
That's the point of the show, Hector.
I'm thinking about like the amount of times I went out with someone. It was never someone I met like the week before or a few days before.
That's completely opposite for me.
For real?
Yeah, if
It's
I
never-
met
that's
if I
never
met
happened to
you
me.
last week, between last week and today, if you ain't go out, ain't no more you. Like,
Because at
what
the
are
end
we
of the
talking
day,
about? I have
like
enough friends.
Like we're not trying to waste time here,
Yeah,
right?
like,
Exactly.
ain't got nothing bad.
The
I
older
have
we
enough
get,
friends.
listen, I got 10 homeboys and 10 homegirls. I don't need one more of each. It's either we doing this or we doing
I
that.
don't know.
You gotta communicate. You gotta make what you want clear. So Hector, me and you are definitely on the same
I
page.
met my
you know.
girl Friday night. We went out Saturday night. No, it's not Saturday. Sunday night. Sunday actually. And the only reason we got Saturday because Saturday I was graduating. That's the only reason why. I literally had to graduate, so we could go out
Man
there.
said he had to graduate.
Let's get this show on the road. Time is money.
Speaking of show on the road, running out of time. Last question, guys. Again, we touched on this as well, but this is the last question in my phone. So we actually got through all of the questions. Awesome times, guys. Long distance relationships. We did touch on that briefly. Is that a deal breaker? Because I have a friend who his chick moved to Virginia. He lives in New York. Done. Virginia's not that. Yeah,
They broke up.
right. Virginia's not terribly far.
It's not that far.
It's not that far.
Virginia's south of the Mason-Dixon line. Right?
What's that?
Is it?
Yeah, I believe it is.
You're making me think after
All right, don't worry about it.
several cups of wine. Hector. Layla, let's start with you.
6-hour drive.
Long distance. If you live in New York and your boyfriend, your boo, gets a job in Michigan, is the relationship over or you rocking with him?
I'm rocking with him.
Why?
If we in a relationship and I like you or I love you or etc. and just because you move, we can. There's video call. There's a plane. I'll come see you. You come see me.
But you also got needs. You have physical needs. You have
That's the come seeing you part.
other needs.
The cum is spelled differently than normal, you know?
I think it'd be harder, you know, than you know what I'm saying. Okay. Ryan, long distance relationship. Dub or
I've been there and done that, and no, sir. I can't.
Why?
I can't go. Because, well, maybe I'm a little scarred because I was in a long distance relationship with a girl that lived in Philadelphia.
That's
Philly?
bruh.
She's a Philly.
But check this out.
You live in Brooklyn. That's an hour and a
Right, let
half
him
drive
finish,
with
let
no
him
traffic.
I was number one. I wasn't
finish.
driving at that time, and number two,
That's
she
a
was a
big thing.
virgin.
ooh,
Yeah.
he wasn't driving and she was a virgin.
And she was
That's
a
extra
virgin.
long.
So the word booty call was not even a thing, right?
No, not even an
It
option.
wasn't even an option.
So I can't go backwards. Like, I already told my girl, like, yo, if you made me wait some like crazy amount of time, if then we wouldn't even make it this far. Like,
Right.
I gotta fuck within a certain amount of time.
Greg?
Yo, this is how I feel about long distance relationship. It's just another obstacle in your relationship though. Like, if your relationship is based on physical and it's just like, oh, that's the reason why we not gonna stay together. Y'all was never really in relationships, huh? That's how I feel. Like, I feel like there's always gonna be obstacles, and I just think long distance is just an obstacle that you guys have to overcome in your relationship.
I agree. If the relationship is about more than sex, then that shouldn't be what breaks it, because you're connected to the person. You want to talk to them. You want to share your day with them, share your thoughts with them. That's what's important in the relationship. The sex part, y'all can get to that. It's always going to be there. But if she's moving somewhere for work, that's a temporary thing. You have in mind that you're either going to move there, she's going to move back, or y'all going to meet up somewhere in the middle.
But Philly though, son?
Philly is a bus ride. You was
bugging.
bugging. But she was a virgin, so I can understand that part. She wasn't trying to give it up.
One thing is, if you really care about the person, then you understand that when that long distance it's just a challenge, like you said. It's just a challenge, and we're gonna get over this, and eventually we're gonna come back together. It's not a reason to break up in
And if
itself.
you serious, you would move there too.
But how
If
long
you
is
that
the
serious.
distance? Because I have a cousin who's dating a man in England, and she went to Australia for a job. And she's supposed to be stationed there for like, I don't know how long, maybe at least 6 months.
Like, why people put
No, that's
themselves
long.
in this situation?
That's long.
That's a strong bond right
Yeah,
there.
that's
so
kind of.
It's a transatlantic bond right there.
Guys, listen, we're out of time. I just want to thank you guys, man. Clap it up, everybody. Clap it up. Appreciate you guys. Dating Relationships Part 2. Amazing, guys. Hector, Layla, Ryan, Greg, Ross, thank you guys so much.
No problem,
Appreciate, especially the four of you for coming a second time. Appreciate you guys. Want to thank the good people here at Cast, Sound Lab, Sly, Preach. everybody. I appreciate you guys. Video will be up soon. Links will be up soon. I'm Shawn Thomas. Again, for Ryan, Greg, Ross, Layla, Hector, I'm Shawn E. Maestro signing out. Panel Podcast.
Later, we out.
Peace, y'all.
Later.